Hey everybody, it's Mike again, the Computer Guys. I'm going to be talking a little bit about security. Not social security, totally different topic. Not financial security, we all want some of that. No, security of your home, video surveillance, your video security. Things that you are looking... Oh, I was playing some stupid ass game sending me requests. Video security, video surveillance has been around for a while. Everyone knows that. We haven't used videotapes, VCR tapes. What the hell's a VHS tape anyway? They've been outdated forever. DVRs, digital video recorders, have been used for many years, recording all of your video in multiple different formats, different streaming formats, to hard drives, and people burn them to DVDs, CDs, export the video in different ways for archival purposes. The introduction of cloud networks is just awesome. I wish I had thought of this, but someone figured out it's not an exact science yet, but they started figuring out how to stream the videos to a cloud and record them there. Again, it's not an exact science. There are still some flaws, but they are still recording it at a local level, and then so they can record them at super high resolution with the introduction of the new the 720 and the 1080 IP cameras. There's no way in hell you're going to stream 8 or 16 of them up to the internet with any kind of good resolution and speed to where you can actually see somebody doing something in real time. So you would want to have a local storage for that. Honeywell came out with something called maxprocloud.com. You can go take a look. It's kind of a cheesy, cheap website, but it gives you a good overview of the product. I was quite impressed with it. I saw it at the ISC West 2012 show just a couple weeks ago. Phenomenal show. It was packed with a whole bunch of stuff. I couldn't take it all in. But it was a great show. I was able to get to see the Honeywell presentation. This appliance has it takes a total of 8 cameras, either analog through your BNC connectors or IP cameras or any combination of each. It has USB, it has a 10100-1000 and a 10100 port on the back for your Ethernet, and then the gigabit port is to plug into your local network for a NAS storage. You can hook up to NAS, you can hook a USB drive up to the outside. Go get a 2 gig or two 2 gig USB drives, plug it into the back of that thing. You have enough storage to last you forever on 8 cameras. Just as long as you're not running 8 1080 resolution cameras, you'll have a month and a half, 2 months of storage on a 2 gig drive. But if you have a NAS drive on the network, even better. But what this thing does is it eliminates the issues that the common person has when they go to view their videos. I'm going to give you a real life example. One of my current clients is having an issue right now. He's trying to get to his video. He has a bad hard drive in his DVR. He can't get to the video. He did not have enough storage space to hold video for the past few weeks. Well, he lost video from when he had a break-in. He's up the creek. He's kind of out of luck now. He doesn't have that video to go back to. He thought he did. The problem is the videos and the DVRs in a very difficult place to get to, for good reason. You don't want to have a smash and grab situation where somebody goes in, robs the place, and steals the whole DVR system. Kind of defeats the whole purpose. But when he goes to get the video, he has to try to fumble with these little buttons and try to figure out how to view the video and what camera it's on, and just kind of futz with it. and then export this time to over here to, and then record the DVD. And you get this blurry, fuzzy, nasty picture, and you know, okay, some dude in a hoodie just robbed that store. Okay, it's not much to go on. The newer high quality units, it's like a VCR, not a VCR, a cable box. There's no moving parts in it. The only moving parts are whatever you add to it. So your external hard drives, your NAS drive, you can even add a solid state external drive or solid state NAS. That way you have no moving parts. Outrageously expensive, but no moving parts. What it does is it does all of the recording, stores it to whatever drive you want. The end user, coming from my standpoint, from my point of view, the end user has no more interaction. There's no, what drive do I connect to? What camera do I worry about? I mean, they have to pick and choose what camera to look at, but they don't have to worry about, well, what hard drive is it stored on? And the search function is very simple. They go to one website, they log in and say they have, say you have a customer that has 5 different locations, and they have 2 appliances at one place, 1 appliance at another, 2 appliances at another, and 1 at another. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 6 or 7, whatever I said. When they go to this one login, when they register the appliance, it will register on the website, and on the left-hand side, it will show each one of those locations down the list. You select that location, and you can pick any one of those cameras, and then there's a window in the middle, and you can view live all 4. You can make it one big window or whatever. You can view 4 at a time live, all through your web browser. You don't need any special software. And you can also do it through an iPhone or an iPad. They're coming out with an Android app. But what it does is it streams from your local storage up to their cloud network. Now they're going to have full cloud recording support for archiving and moving the data from your local storage up to their cloud server. I think that's coming in September. But you'd have to check with Honeywell on that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just, passing the information. But the unique part about it is when a client goes to it and he says, I want to see video from this time to this time at this location, he can go to the search, pull up just that location, and pull up time to time. And it'll pull up all the cameras that recorded anything in that time frame. And then you can pick and choose which ones you want to see. Now, this is all without going down to the location. He can be sitting in his home, sitting in his car on his iPad. Don't recommend it. But because the storage, so if there was a break-in, if there was an alarm sent, which it will alarm you if you wanted to send you an email, it'll send you an email with a screenshot of what's happening with whatever parameters you give it. If say you're sitting at home or you're sitting in your office and you're looking at the video and you're like, oh my God, that's my cousin Joe robbing that 7-Eleven. Huh! You can grab that video, take that section of it, and export it right to the computer that you're sitting at. Burn it to the DVD, go beat the shit out of Joe, and then go send the tape off to the authorities and get him arrested. But the convenience for the customer is amazing. You don't have to worry about going down to the place. You can hide it almost anywhere you want, so you don't have to worry about access on a normal basis. If you're in a high traffic area to where you're going down there all the time to review video, it's got to be a royal pain in the ass. Here you have, if you keep on adding cameras to your network of locations, you can keep adding cameras. You register them to the same login, boom, you have them all in the same place. That's just from Honeywell. Very cool setup. I advise you, check out maxprocloud.com. I think that's what it is, it's maxprocloud.com. Yes, Max Pro Cloud, maxprocloud.com. Another one, someone that I had met there as well, is iCast, Power Visual Surveillance. I didn't read up too much on them. They have a similar product. It's a little different. The name of their website is ocpinc.net. Not really sure what that stands for, but they have a very unique setup. They do have a little box. They're mainly, from what I can see, is BNC. And by the way, this is all H.264 encoding. You can set up almost any video format that you want. If you want to do CIFS4, straight CIFS, but H.264 is the latest video streaming encoding. It gives you the highest resolution at the highest compression rate. There's a pretty neat diagram on ocpinc.net. There's a button there that says how it works. It tells you about your home or your office going through their JPEG 2000 encoder, goes out to the internet, and it does all of this stuff. The demo is kind of cool. You can click through their site. They're calling it a cloud video surveillance service because the video is being sent through their encoder up to their secure storage vault. Okay. You can have it stored up there on the servers for a few days or for a few weeks, depending on what it is that you're paying. Cameras can use either existing analog or they can install their own new ones. Apparently they can use just about anything. Now their encoders only support 4 analog cameras using BNC. And see, it converts it all into JPEG 2000. It converts them all into JPEG images, so that's kind of unique. But it digitizes and turns it into video. Go to the website, read through it. They have a lot of information. I didn't get a full-on thing on how their video surveillance system works, but theirs is totally cloud-based. There is no on-site storage. It goes through their encoder, goes to their servers, and it gets stored on their servers. Apparently they have a full archival system and everything. And the Max Pro Cloud unit, the box, you buy it once, it's yours. And it's like $1,900. It's really not overpriced for what you get. The login to view the unit, that part is free, but for for email and for online storage and for streaming and a few of the other little add-ons, I think it's a total of like $6 or $12 a month. It's not overly expensive. If you're interested or if you have any questions, contact me. Get me through facebook.com/tcglv, youtube.com/tcglv. You can get me on Twitter, #TCGLV. Hit me up on anything. Go to my website, tcglv.com. Google the Computer Guys Las Vegas. You'll find me everywhere. You can't miss my face. I always make these goofy faces on these videos. People get a kick out of it. Give me a +1. Subscribe. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer them. If you have any complaints, forward them to somebody else because I don't want to talk to you. Have a great night, and we will chat soon.